Hello there, YouTube. As you can see, I now have something that can hold my phone. I've got a fairly simple tripod. I'm just holding it at the moment, which is why I can move it around. I don't have it on a steady surface, but I could if I wanted to. And it allows me to basically record at arm's length, which is nice, without having to worry about covering the camera or the microphone. My cat is next to me. She's been a bit weird the last couple of days, as if something's bothering her, but I can't work out what. Isn't that right, love? Yeah. She's been hiding in the corner of the room, like sleeping over by the fridge, and I don't understand why. She's been avoiding using our cat tree for the last 2 days. She'd rather go and hide off in a corner somewhere, which is unusual behaviour for her. She'll still come and cuddle up though, so I'm not worried that she's ill. She's eating. She's still, doing everything she'd normally do, but she just seems to want to be left alone in a dark corner for hours at a time. Maybe she's just feeling a bit off. Anyway, I'm making this video just to check in and say that I've managed to get my tabletop RPG system, the one I've been writing for a while, to a point where it's now in a playable state, and I'm quite pleased with it. It was not play tested, but we did character builds last night, and that was fun. We got to try out a few different things, put characters together, and I was very pleased with the result. I think that given another couple of weeks before we have our first playtest, I can shore up some areas that the players pointed out that where there was missing information, adventuring gear, that kind of thing, and I can make sure that that's complete for the first playtest game. But it also means that that deadline has now passed, which means I've got this weight lifted. We've reached that deadline. We got it to a point where it's in a playable state. I've got 2 weeks before we're playing it, so I've got time to build what we need. And I now have a bit of time to myself. So yeah, I'm going to hopefully find a little bit of time to read a book, play a game, do a little bit of leisure activity, and maybe I can get back into doing some bookish content for the channel. That's my hope. So this is just a vlog to say that the writing to the exclusion of all other things situation has come to a close, I think, and that's probably a positive. In my personal life, I've got a couple of other things that I'm working on now. Like, I wanted to try and get a few things sorted. So what I'm going to do is I was talking to one of the guys on the Gilded server, and he was going over how I run my channel. And I'm just going to move this. My arm's a bit more comfortable. That's a bit better. So he was explaining. I couldn't put my arm here before because the cat was there. He was explaining how I'd probably get better results on my channel if I focused on individual topics. I did those properly, put a bit more effort into the recording, and I gave a bit more of myself. And all of that's true. That would definitely be the case. The thing is, that's a lot of work for what feels like fakery for me. Now, I could put editing, I could put like pictures and animations and that on the screen, but I'm not sure that would actually be all that useful, because I feel like I'd be doing that just for show, just for I think are you trying to climb into the box of food? I think that's going to come across as me just playing up the showmanship of the video rather than putting anything important into it. Whereas what I'm planning at the moment is to just channel old school YouTube, just old school vlogs. That's what I really want to do, because I feel that it's a nice conversation, and there is an audience for that, I think. I have been losing subscribers pretty steadily for the last month, but I've not had any backlash. I've not had any bad comments. I've not had anything about my channel that would make people unsubscribe. So I reckon I'm losing some of those like few hundred channels that subscribed years and years and years ago that have just been discontinued. Those channels that, because they don't get any views, they don't spend any time online, no one logs in on them, they're being purged by YouTube, I reckon. And that would make sense if YouTube's doing a big purge and they're slowly removing all of these channels that no one logs in on anymore. I had people subscribe to me from well over a decade ago that may well not be using YouTube or couldn't even be dead at this point. So that would make a lot of sense. But I'm still getting really nice comments. People are happy to chat with me, so I'm happy to keep making the videos. What I do want to do is I want to talk more about my situation. I have various different physical disabilities, as I'm sure you're aware if you've spent any time on my channel, and I'm going to talk more about what I'm going through with those disabilities, what it's like to live day to day with that, and I also want to track my current fitness regime and my current dieting regime and things like that. Just in general, I'm not going to make it a big thing. I still want to cover gaming and books and role playing, but I'm going to talk about that as an offshoot in the vlogs because, as you can see, I'm a big guy. And I really do need to lose the weight. Like I lie on this sofa rather than sit because of the problems I get in my joints, the pain I get in my pelvis, my ribs, things like that. And because of the constant pain, the painkillers I'm on, I find sitting straight up is actually quite difficult for me for prolonged periods of time. So I try not to do it. What I'm hoping is that I can develop a bit more independence. I can become more physically able to just sit and sit upright and stand and walk around the house, things like that, things that most people take for granted. I've started leaving the house and walking around a little bit more just to give me an excuse to be out of the house, and that's going well. I'm going to keep that up. I am eating a hell of a lot less. I'm properly dieting and trying portion control and things like that. I have a tendency to comfort eat, I'm aware of that. I'm basically a food addict. It's what happens when you're home alone all day, you enjoy food, and you use it as like a coping mechanism for pain, and you have no one there to stop you, no reason to not, and nothing else to really spend your money on. And that was my situation for a long time. Now I just don't have the money for it either. So that's something I really do need to work on, because I can't afford to be ordering in takeaways and ordering in convenience foods. I need to be buying, bulk buying food and preparing proper meals. But cooking is difficult when I can't stand in the kitchen because I can't stay standing. I get excruciating pains in my knees. My big problem at the moment has been my left knee. Because for some reason my left knee has just been playing up more than it ever did before. I'm struggling to get up and down a single flight of stairs to get to my bedroom. Sometimes I just have to take myself to bed and just lie in the bed where I can stretch my leg out completely. Because even on this sofa I struggle to stretch out completely because I'm 6'6". Just to try and ease the pain, especially as I'll get pains in my back as well. So lying completely flat can help that. So that's things that I'm going through at the moment. Things that I think that will be interesting to talk about. It's going to be a very personable, just little vlog thing. What I'm going to do in order to make it so that you don't get bombarded by, not quite daily, but regular vlogs throughout the week, each week, is I'm going to start using the secondary channels that I set up for my booktube, my gaming, and my tabletop stuff. I set up secondary channels a while ago and I was going to roll them out slowly, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put everything on this channel. So if you're subscribed here, you see everything, and then I'm going to put just bookish content on the booktube channel, just gaming content on the gaming channel, and just roleplay content on the role-playing channel, which means that if you only want to see one thing, you can see that there, but if you want to see everything, including my just personal vlogs, you can subscribe here and see everything. That's the plan anyway. We'll see if it works. Hopefully it will work. Now, my hope is that by doing it this way, I'm not sure if I'm going to upload the video to both this channel and the other one, or what I may do is upload the main video to the individual channel, so a bookish video on the bookish channel, and then do a short on this channel that links to it, so that you'll be able to see when I upload just by subscribing to this. That could work. That would actually be a quite efficient way of doing it. So let me know what you think about this, like, channel direction. What you want to hear from my life. I'll make sure to include plenty of the cat. Hello, you. Do you want to jump back on the arm of the sofa? Right? Come on then. Hey, yeah. Right. I'll make sure to feature her plenty because she's adorable and we all want to see her, except for the balloon knot in the face. Yeah, I know. I'm being mean, aren't I? Right. Do you want to turn around so we can see your face? Yeah. Hey, yeah. What's bothering you, love? Right. Well, I'm going to go. Right. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you find this channel interesting and whatever. But I'll see you guys later. I'll try and get some more structured videos out now that I'm not focused on the writing. I've got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. I've got a couple of bookish videos I'm hoping to make this week. So I'll have them out fairly soon. And until then, I'll see you later. Bye.